10 pieces of financial advice for newly married couples. Number 1. Never, ever hide $1 of spending from each other. If I had to give one piece of advice to married couples, it's this. Never, ever hide a single $1 of spending from each other. Number 2. Talk about your shared goals as often as possible. Speaking of shared goals, it's vital that you're on the same page with regards to what goals you have and how your income is working toward those goals. If you're not working on the same goals, then you're going to be literally working against each other in terms of your use of money and time, which will hold you both back from what you want to achieve. Number 3. Your spouse is going to really tick you off sometimes. Forgive him or her, it's going to happen. You're going to disagree. You're going to see traits in your spouse after living with him or her for 5 years or 10 years that really annoy you. Number 4. You're going to get old. Start planning for it now so it's not a scary process. No matter how young you are right now, you're going to eventually be old. It's going to become a challenge to continue to work, and you're going to want a few years to be retired and enjoy life before your health fails. Number 5. Both of you should save for retirement in your own retirement plans. When you start digging into retirement savings, you're probably going to find that one of you has a much better retirement savings plan at work. One or both of you may not even have a retirement plan at work. Number 6. There will come a time where you will likely support your spouse. Come to terms with that and plan for it. In 2008, when I made the decision to go full-time working on the simple dollar, my wife and I knew there was a risk that it would fail, and, in that situation, she would be the primary provider for the family for a while. Thankfully, the site took off so that didn't happen. Number 7. Start an emergency fund. Now, you'll never regret it. First of all, what exactly is an emergency fund? It's simply cash put aside, usually in a savings account, for life emergencies. An emergency fund can step up during a job loss, during a car breakdown, during a family emergency, or for almost anything else that comes along unexpectedly and demands money. Number 8. You don't need as big of a house as you think you do. Many newly married couples start thinking quickly about buying a big house to live in. They have visions of some well-marketed version of the American dream that involves the big beautiful house in the perfect neighborhood with the 2.5 kids running around in the yard. Number 9. You don't need as new and shiny of a car as you think. The arguments made above in favor of a smaller house also apply to your cars. A shiny new car is expensive. It means a higher car payment. It means higher insurance, too. Those bills really add up. Number 10. Spend non-passive time together as often as possible. This final tip is all about the feeding and care of a marriage. The reality is that half of all American marriages end in divorce. That's a painful statistic, but it's reality. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe our channel.